And as we get ourselves prepped and get ourselves started, let's start right now. We're gonna we'll take 10 minutes to get ourselves warmed up. I have my timer set for 30 seconds on. There's no break. You might hear it, you might not. It's on B below. If you don't hear it, I'll let you know when it's time to switch things up. But for now, I just started my clock. You're gonna take your hands right by your rib cage, and I want you to start to march, pulling your knees up towards your hands. Now, granted, I know you can do more than this. I know that you're able to add impact and do all sorts of dynamic stuff. But I'm a big believer in starting with a little bit less and then starting to work towards more, and so forth. So that's what we're gonna do today. We'll start with less and work towards more. All right, so we're switching now to a modified jack. As you're ready to move, you're gonna follow me, stepping out and stepping back in. Granted, remember, I know you can do more than this. This might even be a little bit boring for you, but I want you to trust me and stick with this version because we're using this particular step as a vessel, right? It's allowing us to feel our feet make contact and impact with the floor. I can feel if my knees are a little achy today, or maybe the knees feel fine. All right, that's your 30. Now we're gonna bring a little impact into a low run. So as we go into our low run, I want you to start to shake those arms individually or at the same time. It doesn't matter, and to be honest, it doesn't matter exactly how you shake them. You're just gonna start to shake, start to wake yourself up, start to wake your body up, because the more stuff we move, the more we can increase circulation and just start to feel like we're connected to our bodies. All right, jumping jacks, let's go. So 30 seconds we're gonna spend in our jack. I'm gonna stop, you're gonna keep going. And during this moment, I wanna come back to a familiar message that's so important, which is why I'm echoing that message today. And that message is all about making sure that you're picking versions, levels, paces of movement, do stuff that's at your level today. Now, this is the end of our week 7 together. We're back into our jog. Can you believe that? So we're at 7 weeks of consistent training together. Yes, I keep track. Duh, I keep track. And as we're at 7 weeks of consistently training together, you might have felt your fitness level, your energy state, right? If you sort of elevated up, if you're stronger and more fit these days, I'm so proud of you. You're doing amazing. And if that's not the case for you, that's okay. That's why they call this a fitness journey, because there's no end point. Okay, last time. Let's go into our jacks. Stay under the balls of your feet. And I want you to continue to breathe. If you're somebody who doesn't do impact, remember, you can always modify the movements. And I'll make sure to do a good job today of showing you ways to modify so you can stay safe but still get that work in. You've got 5 seconds left. Keep it up, don't stop yet. Come on, let's go. 3, 2, 1, and time. Let's gonna shake that out now, shake out. All right, I want you to meet me down onto your mat. You're gonna have a lay down with me on your back. Let's do that together. As soon as we come down to our back, I want you to extend your left leg out, put it all the way down. Reach your arms out to your sides with your palms facing downward and take the right leg and extend that up. Okay, take it as long as you can without hurting yourself. As we move on, we take a big inhale. And the exhale happens when we twist. You're gonna turn onto your right hip. Turn onto your left hip. Yeah, your right leg is up, turn onto your left hip. So we then open this right leg up, stack the foot over the hip, then you're gonna rinse and repeat, turning onto your side and rotating open. Beautiful, now you have another 20 seconds to keep going. And as you're continuing to twist and bring yourself back to center, I want you to see if you can start to connect with your lower back, with your hips, as well as your shoulders, because if it feels really, really good just to hold it at the bottom for a few extra moments, that's fine with me. You can absolutely do that. There's really no wrong here. But on the flip side, if you're someone who says, you know what, that movement, that consistent up and down, that feels really good, I want you to just stick with the version that feels really nice for your body. So we'll do one more rep on this side, lowering that right leg down, twist onto your hip, And then bring that leg all the way up and switch second side. Let's go right away. Twisting over to the other side. So 30 seconds of your rotations, those do start now. And a great way to work is think about the longer you're able to extend your arms, the more you're able to open up your chest and shoulders. That is going to help as well. Length is always better. We don't want to do short reps. We don't want to do a limited range of motion unless we're doing a certain modality that asks for it. Otherwise, you can pretty much assume in everything that we do, we're always going to want to extend and rotate as long as we can. So we're going to bring this down for 2. And up, and up, and up, and 1. And up, up, up. All right, now we're going to switch back to our first side. So you're going to go back to left leg extended, right leg up, twist, turning onto your left hip. As soon as you turn onto that left hip, you're going to remain static with that lower half, and we're going to stack hand over hand. You're going to take the right arm, rotate, reach up towards the ceiling, and pull the back of the hand down to the floor, and then close, stack the hands on top of each other. So for 30 seconds, you're rotating and closing the upper body. As we've done this mobility move a few times together, one thing that I often cue, and I'm going to give the same cue now, which is really effective, it's going to be all about making sure that you rotate to the appropriate level of length. So level 1 means that you're going to rotate open, 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 and then touch the back of your hand down on the floor, right? I mentioned that before. If that's easy for you to do, then I want you to think about level 2. Level 2 means that we're not only going to touch the back of the hand, but we're going to squeeze the rear shoulder behind us and touch the back of the shoulder as well. So there's a big difference between level 1 and 2. If you haven't tried level 2, give it a shot. See if you can rotate open and touch, and then rotate close. One more time. Take a big breath in. Exhale, rotate. Stack those hands back, and then come to neutral with your body position, and we'll switch legs, switch arms, and we'll do the same on the other side. All right, let's get prepped and go. Beautiful. Now you have another 10 seconds remaining. Remember your levels. Touch the back of your hand for level 1. Touch the rear shoulder for level 2. Go for another 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, now there's one more mobility move I want to bring you into. This is going to be hip mobility. Again, my filter, my perspective is constantly that of most of us are sitting down all day, so we want to get into this space, open it up, and make it really healthy today. So that means 90-90 hip box. As we go into 90-90, we bring the right leg in front and the left leg as the trail leg. I look down at my legs. I see that first right leg. Here's my 90-degree angle. I see the second leg, the left. Here's my 90-degree angle. And then a third 90-degree angle. I'm going to go from knee to hip to knee to hip. 3 90-degree angles. Make sure you see 3 as well. Lift your heart as tall as you can. Take a breath in. As we exhale, we're going to forward fold. Now, friends, I want you to look at me really quick, because what you're not going to do is collapse. I don't want you to just fall down or fall over. I want you to stay tall and reach your chest forward as much as you can. I'm going to pack my right shin down, floating up, and then go forward one more time. Again, just continuing to practice, reaching the heart, extending the spine, and never ever collapsing at the lower back. And as I lift up, I'm not lifting with my back, I'm pushing the shin down, and it's all that tissue that's in my inner thigh that lifts me back up. The left knee floats up, I'm gonna splay the knees, opening both as wide as I can at the midpoint, and then packing the left knee down, followed by the right, and flexing the foot. Take a big breath in, lift your heart tall, and then forward fold. Pack front shin down, elevate yourself up, repeat again, breath in and forward fold. And what's interesting, you know, we've been doing 90-90 together for about a month, whether you've been super consistent or maybe like somewhere in the middle, it doesn't matter. I do 90-90 a lot with you guys. So as this is our 4th consecutive week of practicing 90-90, this should be a position for us that's starting to feel a little better. Now, I'm not saying you're turning pro, because I'm not turning pro either. I'm still building and getting better. But as we fold, and as we elevate, we should be able to really pack the shin down effectively by now. As I pull in, I'm using this inner thigh tissue as well. The tissue pulls me in, pulls me in, pulls me in, and then presses me out, presses me out, presses me out. Left knee float, rotate through, pack the left, followed by the right. This will be our last side. Make sure you see 3 90-degree angles, then take a big breath and pull yourself forward with that inner thigh tissue. Packing shin down, lifting ourselves up. We'll go one more time, forward fold. And elevation. Right knee, midpoint, splay. Then left knee, packing both down. All right, and that is your extended warm-up. So go ahead and come out of your 90-90 when you're ready. I'm gonna bring you up to standing, and during this time, you're welcome to grab some water, peel off another layer if you need to, and let's get ready for our circuit for the day today. Here's what you need to know. The first thing is that today's work is gonna be plyo and core. If you're not really familiar with the word plyo, that's short for plyometrics. If you're like, yeah, I still don't know what you're talking about. If you don't know plyometrics, then plyometrics means jump training. So we're gonna be doing a fair amount of agility, athletic style movement and training. We'll do 4 moves of plyometric jump training, and then we'll do 4 moves of core. We're gonna go back and forth doing each series 3 times. So this is gonna be about a half an hour of continual steady state movement. Thus, we're gonna be dripping sweat and get ourselves into good flow. So I wanna get you started now. First thing we're gonna do, this is going to be your shuffle. As you prep for your shuffle, we're gonna start with the feet open about shoulder width apart. Now, I want you to give me 3 hops of a shuffle. Let me show you really quickly. It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. If you don't have all that real estate, make your shuffles a little bit smaller, staying right on top of your mat. Each move is gonna last for 50 seconds. We're gonna start your shuffles in just 3, in just 2, and go. 3 hops, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now see if you can keep that same 3-hop pace working on your own. I'm gonna introduce you to 2 different levels of the shuffle. Now the first level is gonna be a standard level. There's nothing wrong with standard. It's just letting you know that this isn't that next level if you want it. But let me show you standard. I'm gonna stand a little taller for my shuffles, right? I'm upright. And then the bonus is to get yourself in deep to a squat. And then do your hops nice and low. Right? If I stay low, I'm loading up my legs with stress, and thus I'm gonna make them stronger with this move. You have 5 to work, 4 to work, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, exercise number 2. I'm gonna step back with my left leg into lunge. I want you to follow me as soon as you're ready. As I step back into lunge, I'm gonna bend the back knee so it floats just an inch above the mat. I'm gonna drive the knee up, switch legs, and step back the other side. Follow me when you're ready. Switch, back, up, switch, back, up, switch, back. This is gonna be your pace. I want you to keep that same pace working on your own. Stepping back, landing onto your toe, that's step number 1. Step 2 is making sure you're lifting your chest, never bending over. Step 3 is making sure that as I stand up, I'm not going to use this back foot to push myself forward. I'm actually doing the latter. I'm going to use the front heel to almost float myself up and drive the knee. So we want to continue to improve with little details on how we can get better with lunges. 3, 2, 1, and time. Right on. Exercise number 3. This is going to be everybody's favorite move. I'm being sarcastic. We're doing the burpee. We got burpees here for move number 3. Now, before we jump into the burpee, I'm going to show you 3 different levels of your burpee. Your first, jump, hop, push up, hop, and jump. That's your first level. I think almost all of us know that. Your second level is a way to modify. So you're going to go no jump, hands down, step back, from the knees, push up, step in, no jump. Version 3 is a half burpee if you don't come down onto your forearms. Step, step, up. I just showed you 3 versions. I need you to pick one. We're starting burpees in 3. We're gonna go up first, in 2, and go. Beautiful. Yep. I'm going to show you those versions again if you didn't get all those details. But for now, I need you to do your best to stay moving. 50 seconds total time of the burpee. The objective today is to sweat. And when we do high intense work, that's direct calorie burning style. The body starts to register, okay, there's a lot of stress going on. I'm having to work harder than I'm used to. And when we do that, the body starts searching for calories. It needs fuel. So the harder we work, but the safer we work, the more of that fuel our body requires. Thus, we burn more calories. So remember, you have 10 seconds left. Here's that modify. Step, go up, and up you have 3, 2, 1, and time. Exercise 4. As we jump into move 4, I'm going to have you on a single leg for some of this work. Single leg basically meaning that as we go into our skaters, I know that a lot of us are able to jump and then touch the back toe. I want to raise the bar a little today. So instead of touching your back foot, I want you to hop and land on a single leg, bending your knee and floating your back foot, single leg, and that's going to be my challenge to you. Now, if it hurts your foot, if it hurts your knee, yes, you can put the back toe down. But I want you to go for something good here. Go for something great, because we start right now. Here we go. 1, 2, back foot doesn't touch. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to tell you, let you in on one of my secrets. I'm able to do this move well because I understand that this move is more about my ability to land than it is my ability to leap in another direction. So as I take my jump, I'm going to make sure that when I land with a soft knee, and then I almost absorb all my weight by sinking into that half squat lunge. Then I go up, soft knee, sink in. And it's that allows me to feel like, oh man, that's actually kind of balanced, not bad. You have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, let's do some core. So we're gonna give this stuff a break and I'm gonna bring you down to your back with me on your mat. We have 4 consecutive moves and I want you to stay with me because it's Friday and we need to do some core work. So here we go. Exercise number 1 is gonna be a standard move to kind of allow us to shift gears properly. So feet are flat, hands behind your head. We're working for the same amount of time as that plyo work. We've got crunches. Let's crunch for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See if you can keep going on your own with your crunch. The next thing I want you to do as you're crunching is start to make connections with your breathing. I want you to breathe out every time you crunch up. So it's as if I never ever crunch without that combo, without my partner. That partner is called the breath. The next thing is you're going to take your elbows, open them even wider. I don't want you to be able to see your elbows in your peripheral vision. So keep this open, keep your chest exposed. And if I was standing next to you, I'd be able to see what emblem or whatever's written on your shirt. That's going to be really important for us. So you're crunching for 2 and down, crunching for 1 and tie. Move 2 brings us down to our back. We bring the legs up, and as we lower them down, we open, close, lift. We're starting now. Down, open, close, down, open, close, down, open, close, up, down, open, close, up and down, open, close, up, down, open, close, up, trying to keep the pace. If it's starting to get a little weird on your lower back, don't take your legs quite as low. Keep your feet up a little bit higher, tight in your midsection, and breathe because there's only 5 seconds remaining. They call this move the Golden Gate. I don't know who named some of these exercises, but I just know the names. Time. Exercise 3. We're going to climb our legs. Now, if this is new for you, what we want to do is really get the setup correctly. So I want you to set up with me, okay? The first thing is that the distance between my foot and my butt, that's going to dictate how hard the work is or how easy. So the further the feet are from the butt, it makes it easier. This makes it really tough. This is too hard for me. I'm going to go somewhere in the middle. Okay, the next thing is I'm going to extend my left leg. I want the legs parallel to each other. I don't want to let my extended leg move around. I don't want to bend the knee. I want to keep them parallel at all times. The next thing to know is that you're then going to take your right hand, opposite hand to that extended leg. You're going to crunch and literally grab behind your knee. You're going to climb up your leg, 1, 2, 3, and then climb down. 1, 2, 3, and again, 1, 2, 3. So you can do a 3-hand touch. You can do a 2-hand touch. You can do a no-hand touch. But remember, we're trying to keep the legs parallel as we're working from here. Let's give it a try. Let's climb our legs. Your clock just started. Left leg extended. Brace your core. Squeeze your quad. I'm going to do a 3-hand grab. 1, 2, 3. Make sure to climb down. 1, 2, 3. Climb down. Here's my 2-hand grab. And then if I'm really feeling strong, my no-hand grab. So keep doing your best here. This is new for most of us. Give this a try. My suggestion would be try the 3-hand grab as often as possible, right? As we come back into future rounds, then you'll feel more confident. You'll feel like you can own that 2-hand grab or maybe even a no-hand grab. So as we have just 8 seconds left, we're going to keep working. 1, 2, 3, and climbing down. 2 left. 1, 2, 3, climb down, and 1, 2, 3, and switch. Nice. We're climbing our legs. We're switching to our second side. Extend your right, flex your foot, opposite hand grabs behind the knee first, and go. 1, 2, 3, climbing back down. 1, 2, 3, climbing back down. 1, 3, and down. Now, if you want to do a 2-hand grab, the 2-hand looks like this. Still grabbing behind my knee and literally pulling myself up with my arms and climbing down. But again, be so careful. Be careful you're not allowing this to happen with that extended leg or this. Do your best. You saw mine. Mine wasn't perfect, but you're trying to keep those legs parallel and do your best from there. There's only 10 seconds. Go, Dave. Go, Dave. Push, brother. Push. Yes, friends. Go. 3, and down. 2, and down. And 1, and top. All right, that is your first round of plyo and your first round of core. Do me a favor and grab a little sip if you need to. You can wet the mouth. Shake it out. Stay loose. With only 15 seconds before we start, we're getting ready to go all the way back up from the top, And we're gonna jump into round number 2. What I want you to do now is make a fist with your hands as you're ready to jump into round 2. Now, you're gonna throw me an uppercut combination of 3 punches. There's my 3. I'm gonna do 3 shuffles to my left. And when I get to that side, 3 punches. We're starting in 3. Starting in 2. 50 seconds of work. We're starting right now. Go. 3 hops. 3 hops. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And if you're limited on space, make those jumps small, like I suggested earlier. If you're feeling good, let's go. Let's bring that pace, bring that energy. And I love the uppercut punch because it's not a punch that's meant to get away from us. It's not one that's way out here. The uppercut is a close proximity punch. So if I'm in taking a boxing class, if there's a heavy bag in front of me, it's one of those punches where I can just kind of, boom, it's just right here in front. And so as you're throwing that, use your core, rotate your shoulders, then 3 hops. 2, 3, you got 4, 3, 2, and time. Nicely done. Not bad. Step back lunge with a bonus option. You're gonna step back left, bend your back knee, drive the knee, standard says we switch, and then we step back. Bonus says we drive the knee, hop, and then we step back. 50 seconds, we're starting now. Left foot back, drive up. Right foot, drive up. That's it, and that's a nice pace. Keep this going on your own, y'all. The actual pace of the move, it can be moderate. I'm not sprinting here. This is not the shuffles where I'm trying to do these as fast as I can. This is meant to be a pace out of a scale 1 through 10. I'd say your pace is at a 6 or maybe a 7, but your strength is at a 10. So this is one of my favorite cues. I tell this to myself when I'm working out. Strong, not fast. Strong. Step, drive, switch, step, drive, switch. Last one, step, drive, time. Burpee time, y'all. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Love and hate relationship with these burpees. I hate them because they're tough. I'm exhausted when I'm done with them. They're hard, it's intense. I love them because I know I'm doing the right thing for my body. We're going up in 3, in 2, and go up. How many burpees can you do in 50 seconds time? I want you to count if that's your jam. If you don't mind counting, if counting doesn't get in the way of you staying focused, you're counting your reps up. That means you've got 25 seconds, and I'll tell you what a great number is if you're counting. If you're counting in 50 seconds time, a great number is to hit 18 to 20 reps. That's right. I said 18 to 20. So as of now, you have another 15 seconds. If you do one burpee every 2 seconds, maybe every 3 seconds, then you can hit that number. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Last move is your skater, and I want to introduce you to a new version here because again, the reason why we did round 1 and I challenge you to land on a single leg is because when we land this time, I want you to give me a double landing. It looks this way. I hop, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so you're gonna do a nice little hop over. If you try it and it hurts your ankle, if it hurts, don't do it. Come back to the standard version. But if it doesn't hurt, if it's just tough, think of it as a way to practice. Getting better, we're starting now. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Still floating the back foot and keeping the chest lifted throughout all this work. Keep it going, y'all. I want you to remember that your body is the most valuable real estate you will ever own in this life. And we have opportunities right now to continue to invest in that real estate through movement. We're here because we know we feel better when we're done. We know we get a lot from this. So as you're going into this badass different exercise with only 10 seconds left, I want you to give me your safest and your greatest effort for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and time. Yeah. Come down to your back with me. I'm going to give you a break after this round of core. Okay, we start with standard crunch, hands behind the head, and your clock begins right now. See if you can keep a similar pace to that going on your own. Do everything you can to keep your core muscles tight. Rib to hip, that's my cue. Open the rib cage up and then rib to hip again. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Woo! Okay, golden gates are next. So this is your leg lift where at the bottom you opened up your feet and you kept this tight, then you close and you lift. Get ready, get set, let's go. Down, open, close, down, up, down, up, down, open, close, up, down, open, close, up, down, open, close, up. Now you don't have to stay with that pace. If that pace is a little bit quick for you, then I want you to go a little bit slower. You can go down, open, close, up, right? We want to do the version. We want to pick the pace where we feel the most tension. But I can't tell you which one to do because you know your body in this moment better than I do. I don't know enough about your body because I can't see you. So because you can see me, this is me encouraging you, be safe, but find tension in your belly. Tension in your belly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Great job. Okay, we got to climb our legs for a second set. Let's do some leg climbers. So remember your details. Distance, foot, and butt. This makes this move easier. This makes the move really tough. I'm going to find somewhere in the middle. The next detail, right leg is extended, foot is flexed. I want the legs parallel, not bouncing around nor bending. Parallel is perfect. Third detail, take the opposite hand, crunch and grab behind your knee. You're going to lift up for a 1, 2, 3 grab, and then you'll climb down, or a 2 grab. Let's go. We're starting now. 1, 2, 3, and down. 1, 2, 3. So as I try to keep my leg extended here, it helps me to squeeze the quadricep muscle. If I contract this, there's not a whole lot of movement here, but if I keep a relaxed leg, then I'm going to end up bending this. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze this muscle right here. The next thing is if you do a 2-hand grab, that's your 2-hand. 1, 2. 1, 2. Or a no hand. You have 10. Do your best here. This is an advanced exercise. Now you have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Ah, them leg climbers, huh? Whew. We're switching sides. Let's get prepped. Left leg extended. Options, options. Opposite hand grabs behind the knee first. Go. 1, 2, 3. And climbing down. Now I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to touch and just fall down. I want you to climb up and climb down. Come on, y'all. This is it. You're going to get yourself a break. I want you to earn that break before we take that 1 minute to breathe after this exercise is up. Keep doing your best. Now remember, the key here is to lift with your belly. Lift with your belly. Yes. Let's push. Let's push. Go, Kelly O'Brien. Go. Tracy, keep pushing. Keep going. You're almost there. Go 3, 2, 1, time. All right, friends. Great job. So this is when I give you a full 60 seconds to catch your breath. You can hit the bathroom real quick. You can fill up your water bottle. You can come into some little stretch maybe that your body needs. I don't want you to get too comfortable because a minute's not a ton of time. So you're just doing a little something that you need. You can just kind of hang out. You can shake, hydrate up. That's up to you. I'll let you know when we got about 20 seconds before we start your third and final round. I want to make sure everything's making sense. We're going to keep heart rate up. We're going to keep everything elevated and dynamic. Okay, in just 20 seconds time, we are starting your third and your final round. So what we do now is get a whole bunch of different body parts moving. This is your 3-hop shuffle with your uppercut combo. 1, 2, 3. When you're hopping over to the side, you're going to reach up. 1, 2, 3. And then boom, 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 reach up. I'm going to tell you why you're reaching up while we're in the move. We're starting this in 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3. And then up. 1, 2, 3. And then up. 1, 2, 3. Keep going on your own. Keep that same pace up. The reason why I want you reaching overhead during the shuffle portion is because as soon as your hands come over your head, your brain immediately registers that your hands are here and your heart has to pump harder and do more in order to get the blood above your head. Now, when the heart has to work harder, that becomes even more heart healthy, as well as it allows us to tap into even more fat and calorie stores because the body needs extra fuel. That's the science behind going overhead. So you're going to finish up here. Up, 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 and time. Stay with me. Exercise 2. Step back lunge. Option 2, step and switch or hop and switch. Let's go. Step, up, hop, step, up, hop, step, up, hop, step. Can you keep that same pace going? Think about cadence. Think about pattern and rhythm as you're working here. If that hop is just getting in the way, if you're constantly fighting for balance, maybe it's an idea to get rid of it. Or the perspective is, you know what, I'm going to practice getting good at this. I'm going to put the work in right now and find that balance. There's only 10 more seconds left. Let's go. Step, up, hop, step, up, down. One more time. Switch, down, up, time. I love it. Okay, this is my promise to you. The last time you're doing burpee today. That's the good news. Remember your versions. Let's be safe. Don't damage your wrists. Be careful with your neck. Give me your safest, greatest effort. Let's go right now. Go, go, go. Up. And up. What can you achieve in 30 seconds time? 30 seconds, y'all. What can you get done? How many reps can you do? If you counted your reps the second time we were here, maybe it's an idea to count again. I think of it as 2 ways. Either the counting, you love it because you like that challenge and you want to go there, or you don't and the counting gets in the way and it just makes you anxious. There's no right or wrong. Find out which one you are and get moving to the best of your ability because there's only 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, hey, 2, go 1, time. Remember when we did that super skater and I challenged you to land twice? That was kind of weird, right? But like kind of cool. We're gonna do it again. Standard version is allowed. Bonus is allowed, no touch, but I'm asking for the hop, double landing, no touch of the back foot. We're in week 7 together. Let's do some badass stuff. We're starting in 3, starting in 2, and go. Good. Find your own pace. You don't have to stay with me. Find a pace that works well for you. Land twice. Bend your knee at the bottom and then push yourself through. You're stronger than you realize. And the other thing to know is that this move is not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be tough. I'm going to get moving and I'm going to stop talking. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Yes. Awesome. I feel that too. Great. Okay. Last round of core. Now we're going to begin with a standard crunch, but I want to offer you a bonus. So standard crunches, as we know, we go here. If you're interested in a bonus, then you're going to extend your left arm and your left leg. When you crunch, it'll go 1, down, 2, you'll switch. 1 every 2, you're switching sides. If that's confusing, get rid of it and stay standard. I'm going to show you both again. Standard version, let's go. All right, now, you have the option to keep this, or you can go into your bonus, which looks like this. I switch. I switch. And switch. And switch. Can you keep that same cadence going on your own? I'm telling you, I'm pulling out the stops today, y'all. I'm trying to keep things different, trying to make things exciting because there's variety. That's my goal with you. The more variety, the different looks that we give the body. I'm going to move from this way. I'm going to move from that way. I'm going to move from this way. The more we move the body in different modalities and versions, the more results we continue to get and the better we feel. So that was your time and rest. Exercise number 2 is your golden gate. I love this move. Not a huge fan of the name, but I love the move. Hands under butt, legs down, open, close, up, down. Open, close, up, down. We're starting open, close, up, down, close, and down. Keep it up. Open, close, down, up. So after this, there's 2 moves of core remaining, and that's it. You're doing amazing. If you're someone who still has some fuel left in the tank, if you still feel really good, what I always say, go for it if you still have that energy. If you still need to go hard, go for it hard. You can do a little pulse up at the top, down, open, close, lift up. You can pulse. I don't mind a little bonus move there. That's fine by me. 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Let's climb our legs. Last time. Take the feet a little further away. Extend out at your right leg. Flex your foot. 3 hand, 2 hand, 1 hand grab. That's up to you. But your clock starts now. I'm moving and grooving. 1, 2, 3, and climb it down. 1, 2, 3, and climb it down. All right, if you want that bonus here, you can always get rid of one of the grabs and do 2. The less times you grab, the harder it becomes. I think you already know that much. Up and down. And up and down. Come on, friends, you're almost there. It's one of those moments where I think it's important that we come back to understanding our intention. The fact that you even made it to your workout today means you're already winning. But now that you're here, and now that we're towards the last couple of moves for the day, how would you want yourself to finish? Right? Like if you have an opportunity to tell a story, you can tell a story about how you finished up your workout. Did you hang in? Did you fight through? Or did you back off when it got tough? You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. All right, our clock starts now. This is your last move of the day. Go. And down. 1, 2, 3, and down. 1, 2, 3, and down. So you see me, right? You can see my extended leg. I'm moving it a little. It's not perfect. There's a little bit of lift here. But for me, that's the work. I'm actually really trying to keep it still. I'm trying to keep this quad tight, but mine ain't perfect. Mine has a little movement. If yours has movement too, you're okay. What we're really trying to, we just want to avoid stuff like this. You're not like pulling it in toward your body. So keep that out here. And when I start grunting, that means I'm working. 2 more. 1 more time. And time. Well done. Okay, let's stay on our back. Bring your legs to tabletop and then twist onto your right hip. Take both legs to the right and then reach your left arm away. Okay, so as we bring our legs back to center, we're going to roll them over towards that second side and extend the other arm all the way out. Now, as I start to bring my legs back to center, I'm going to plant the feet into the mat. Left leg goes up, fingers interlock behind my extended leg. I don't want to take the hands behind the knee. It's like a really common place to take the hand, but it's not the best place. The reason why is because if you start pulling in, you're going to end up bending at the knee. So take your hands below your knee, or if you're really bendy, if you're flexible, you're going to go behind your calf. But don't go behind your knee. So once you find hand placement, relax your head, soften your shoulders. I'm going to move, you stay. And before you come out or change your positioning or anything like that, I want you to take a big inhale through your nose. And then take an exhale out of your mouth. Let's do that one more time. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. And now we'll bend at the left knee and switch over to the other side. Same stuff. So once you extend that leg up, either go below the knee or above the knee. Try to extend your leg as long as you can without hurting yourself, of course. And then I like to take that leg and maybe just give a ½ inch more of a pull inward. Just a little bit more of a pull. Because what I should feel here, I should feel a little bit of resistance, almost like my reflex wants to like get triggered and kind of back me out. I should get right before that point. So basically, if I'm holding my stretch and if I'm comfortable, I'm not going quite as much as I need to. I want you to be slightly uncomfortable. And then when you feel that deep stretch, try not to fight that because the body doesn't like being in stress. So the brain has to override. So instead of fighting that discomfort through your stretch, breathe into it. Your body will accept it. And the thing I've learned is that you can safely play these little tricks on your nervous system. It's not the muscles, it's the nervous system that either grants us access or it doesn't. That's why mobility really is so important. So take your inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. One more time, stay with me, last time. Inhale, 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 and exhale all the way out. Right on, you guys. That's fantastic. You're welcome to come out of that stretch. I'm going to have you come to a seated position, and then from seated, please come up to standing. Take your time as you bring yourself to that standing position. Once you're standing, we'll go into our last stretch of the day. One of my favorites here, we gotta take care of the neck and the shoulders, that cervical spine, which connects to the cranium. So we're gonna take the hands behind the head, behind the back, not behind the head. Once your hands come behind your back, you're then gonna press the back of your hands down towards the floor. Take the shoulder blades and squeeze them backwards. Take your chest and puff that up. And then I want you to gently lower the chin to the chest. Roll the head over to your left side. Think of it as if your left shoulder was whispering a secret into your left ear. Now, I want you to gently sweep the head to the front and center and over to the other side. And your face should be relaxed. Your teeth shouldn't be touching. Chin to chest. Rotate, rotate. We'll do each side twice. This will be our last stretch of the day. As we bring ear to shoulder, I want to encourage you to go one step deeper and then bring the ear just behind the shoulder. And then ear back to the front of the shoulder, sweep this around. Ear to shoulder, and then behind again. Just enjoying that stretch for a couple moments. Chin comes down to chest, yet again. We stand up tall and shake that out. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Your consistency continues to impress me. There's so much power with you showing up. Great job to you. Be safe out there. Enjoy the sunshine. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody. We're going to be back next week. Thank you guys so much for everything. Please continue showing up, staying here, because again, you're investing in your health, your body. You're doing it for you. I'm just partnering up with you and being your buddy while we get it done together. Take care, be well, and I'll see you soon.